Okay, my name is Aki from Japan ALS Association. It's really my honor to be here in front of you. Today, I'd like to talk about new ways in which ALS patients can communicate and about the experiments that we have been working on. Let me see. Oh, yes. So, the importance of communication in our life is pretty obvious. We all communicate in some ways or another way on daily basis. We speak, we shrug, we smile, and they are all part of our communication. People with disability have always adapted to their disability and created a new way of communication or even language like sign language. However, for ALS patients, as we all may know, communication can be tough. Finding cure always a top priority of ALS patients, but we also think that how you spend your time during finding cure is also important. Throughout the past, ALS patient has been developing new ways of communication from signals to eye tracking device. Or although not very practical, there are some researches in device that reads your neurological waves. They are all frequently used way of communication for ALS patients. And if you use technology, the boundary goes far beyond just yes and no. You can use your computer to speak instead of you. And if you reach the point, the verbal communication between two people can be established just like people with the ALS. But something is lacking here. That's what we thought. We have discussed the way in which ALS patients can communicate verbally. But what about nonverbal communication? If I'm talking, swinging my arms occasionally, or stepping sides, making various expressions, words does not translate as it is in the world. Let me see. If you see the girl saying, "I'm fine" with a smile, you would think that she is fine. If you see the girl saying, "I'm fine," while walking away, you will know there is something wrong. Body language plays a huge part in our communication, from a hug or hand that you when you raise when you say hi. So, at Japan ALS Association, as a part of an experiment, we have used robot named Orihime. As a new way of communication. This robot is controlled by eye tracking device Toby and can conduct various body languages such as clapping, hugging, and raising hand. So let me show you a short video clip which perfectly explains how it works. Can you? So it does not have English subtitles, but I believe you can get what is going on by just picture. The ALS patient operating this robot from the hospital, and this is his daughter. She's communicating with her father through this robot.
God dag til pappa. Da kan pappa se oss i skjermen. Og så da kan han for eksempel trykke på en knapp. Da kan han ta armen sin opp.
As her father is diagnosed as ALS when she is very little, she does not know how to communicate with father. He cannot react what she says. But using this robot, the father, can react what she says, like waving hands or doing some body languages, or even typing words to the PC, and artificial voice comes from the robot.
Det flyr. Elsker ikke, elsker. Elsker! Jeg elsker deg!
Jeg elsker deg også.
Når du elsker pappa? Ok, pappa. Ha det.
Ha det.
Pappa må ned til oss.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So it is how this robot works. So let me explain a little bit about this robot. This robot is operated by the patient through Windows PC using Tobii or one-click switch, and it has camera and two floppy arms. The patient can move its neck to see what's around them, and they can also choose pre-installed motions like clapping or raising hand to express their emotions. The software for the robot also has communication board, like electronical communication board, so you can type what you want to say to, then the robot will speak out instead of the patient. So the outcome has been mostly positive. And there are some quotes that made me realize the importance of being able to move around your body. Some patients has mentioned that through the robot that they saw their reformed floor for the first time. Another said that he operated Orihime, this robot, and virtually walked around his garden, which he is very proud of, with the help of caregiver. And the other said that they were able to get attention from their pet dog through the robot's motion. However, not everything is great. Those robots are still expensive and they are still in development stage. It can only be controlled by Tobii and some click devices, and some people do have many difficulty using eye tracking system. So we would like to be compatible with any existing switches or devices that are able to ALS patient. But at the same time, there are many patients who want to use this in Japan, and we want that to happen. But on the other hand, Orihime is not the perfect solution for people, and it should not be the perfect solution. We are aiming for the future medical advancement when ALS is cured, so you can participate in society as you like. Orihime is only the substitute between the time gap. We are hoping the more development and more experiments will be done to increase the quality of life of ALS patients who are searching for a cure. And we are believing in the future where anyone with disability can live their life as they want. Thank you very much. If you have questions.
Behind you. Quite expensive. Oh, you said it's quite expensive. What What is quite expensive?
Okay. It is
A Dutch question, huh?
yes. Monthly payment. It's monthly subscription for the whole system, including this device and software system, and it's $300 per month. Some people is affordable, but some people is not. Yeah.
Hi, thank you for your great presentation.
Thank you very much.
Have you and your organization considered partnering with big companies to help fund what you're doing in order to eventually bring down the cost for people who might want to purchase a robot?
Oh yes, actually, the Japan ALS Association does not develop this robot. We are cooperate with the company which developed this robot. For the cost, the company announced that they are going to make it lower to produce more because this robot is just released in this July and just 50 robots is in the world now. So that's why it's still expensive. And the other announced is that the company is trying to get the government insurance to make the cost lower.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful. It's
Thank you.
Because my husband's living with ALS about more than 10 years, and this morning he asked me to pay attention to your presentation because we are actually, my husband and I, and also working with another university. We are working on a project that's about brain control. It's on the first stage. We just finished the experiments last week.
Wow.
And I'm very interested in your this project. I want to know about this project. It's especially for people with ALS or other, application.
Actually, the other application is possible as well, because this software, this system itself, including this device and software, is originally designed for the patient who has ALS or other neurological diseases. But there is some cases that let's say the company uses this robot for their employees who is hospitalized, or the company use this robot just for the employees who is working in foreign countries. So there's many options of the use case.
Okay, I haven't finished my question yet. So the technology itself is quite sophisticated now.
Yes.
Okay, so if I want to use it, I can also subscribe the
Yes, I think
service
so. There are some
in other countries, not just in Japan.
Well, technologically it's yes, but some law regulation, policy regulation, I'm not sure yet, so I need to check it out.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much for listening.